On today's episode of You Asked, the 2023 TVs you should buy right now to save money with no regrets. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Caleb Dennison, and in today's special episode of You Asked, I want to address what has become the most common topic among all of the questions viewers have sent in over the past few months. The common thread among these questions is, should I buy this discounted 2023 TV, or should I bite the bullet on this 2024 TV, or maybe even wait until this new 2024 TV goes on sale later in the year? So that's what we're going to discuss today. Before I get into it, just a reminder that if you have a question for me, please send it to youasked@digitaltrends.com, and we'll see if your question gets picked to be answered on the show. Okay, so here's a couple questions from viewers like you that have come in around this topic. Mo Zane wrote, LG 65-inch C3 is $14.99. Is it worth buying? And then Sebastian Place wrote, as an alternative to the 2024 Samsung QN90D, to save money, would you get the QN85D or the 2023 QN90C or others? Now, folks, I get it. The price differences between the premium 2023 TVs and their 2024 counterparts is significant right now. Here are a few examples I dug up as I was making this video. At the 65-inch screen size tier, the 2023 U8K is $600 less than the 2024 U8N. The 2023 LG C3 OLED is $900 less than the C4. The Sony A80L is $1,000 less than the Bravia 8. The Samsung S90C is also $1,000 less than the S90D. And the LG G3 OLED, $1,100 less than the LG G4. Now, I'm going to go through a bunch of different options and explain why each deal is a smart move. But first, I want to talk about the notion of buying a prior year model versus buying the latest model. And to do that, I think it's worth pointing out how the TV product cycle is and has long been very much like the automotive product and pricing cycle. But this year, more than ever before. Just like cars, TVs have model years and are on a product replacement cycle. Also like cars, as the new models start rolling in, room needs to be made for them, so the old models, they need to move out, sometimes in a hurry. And that results in prices dropping on the older model. But what I think a lot of folks don't understand is how limited storage space in warehouses combined with discrepancies in sales projections versus actual sales rates, further exacerbated by the need to ship products at scale, to keep logistics costs down. All of that can culminate in a perfect storm that results in big discounts. From what I've heard, the existing stock of 2023 TVs is at a relatively high level for this time of year when the 2024 models need to come in. That means the need to clear out those 2023 models is a bit more urgent than usual. And the closer those 2024 TVs get to reaching their destinations, the more urgent clearing out the 2023 models becomes. My understanding is that 2023 car prices are going to plummet very soon. And while I don't know that we'll see discounts as steep as we see in the car industry, I do think that already low prices on 2023 TVs, well, they're only going to get lower until they're all finally gone. So while there is some opportunity for prices to drop a little more on 2023 TVs, I do think that now is the safest time to buy. I don't think any upcoming discounts on 2023 TVs will be worth the risk of not getting in on a deal. So if you decide to buy a 2023 TV after watching this video, I would encourage you to do that soon, which makes this the perfect time to disclose that, like other YouTube channels and other publications, Digital Trends does make a commission if you decide to use the shopping links we have down in the description to go buy your new TV. However, I want to be crystal clear that this video isn't about Digital Trends making commissions. I honestly think that buying a 2023 TV right now is the smartest move you can make if you're in the market for a new TV. And here is why. The improvements made on TVs year over year are usually pretty iterative. That means that there's not a massive performance or feature improvement to be enjoyed from a 2024 model over a 2023 model. Not enough of an improvement to justify the vast difference in price. Let me say that again. In most cases, the picture quality and feature differences to be found in 2024 TVs are rarely so substantial that it makes sense to spend significantly more on the newest model. My recommendation for the vast majority of you is going to be buy the best 2023 TV that you can afford right now. Now, there are some cases in which the decision may be more nuanced. For example, if you're somebody who wants the absolute maximum performance for a TV and you're willing to pay a lot extra for that little bit of improvement, then paying more for the 2024 TV might make sense for you. TVs are an investment, and over time, the additional cost breaks down to a matter of dollars per month. For example, if you really want to buy the 65-inch LG G4 OLED for $1,100 more than the 65-inch G3, and you plan to keep that TV for at least 5 years, then you're looking at a difference of $220 more per year or $18 more per month. And the G4 does offer some improvements, but understand that they are the kind of picture quality improvements that only the most ardent of enthusiasts are going to see and value. Most of you out there just want to get the best TV you can for the budget that you have. And for you, buying the 2023 TV is by far the smartest call. So now let's run through some of the TV deals I would recommend that you take advantage of right now. The first one has to be the LG C3 OLED. Sure, the LG C4 is marginally brighter and it has a slightly better processor, but the LG C3 was already a stunningly good TV. So you can see how the C4 improvements are the sort that you'd only be able to see if you put the TVs side by side. In fact, that's kind of the theme here. Most of the improvements are only obvious in side-by-side comparisons, which is another way of saying that they're not apparent in a vacuum. Think of it this way. Can you imagine if the 65-inch LG C4 was $1,500 right now? You'd snap it up in a heartbeat, right? That's the situation with the LG C3 right now. $1,500 would have been a steal 9 months ago, and it is such a steal right now. It's an absolutely great TV. I say buy it. Same story with the Samsung S90C QD-OLED. The S90C was perhaps the smartest OLED buy for most folks in 2023. And guess what? The only way it could be a smarter buy is if it was less expensive. And now it is. One of the most highly recommended TVs from just a few short months ago is now at a tremendous discount. Buy the S90C while you still can. I'm only going to start urging folks to buy the S90D when the S90C is out of stock and no longer an option. Sony A80L versus the new Bravia 8. It's a similar story, and I actually addressed this one in last week's episode of You Asked. The Bravia 8 has a new eco dashboard, a new eco-friendly remote, slightly different feet for its stand, and is maybe marginally brighter. Super enthusiasts might enjoy that the Bravia 8 has a slightly tweaked processor, but for the vast majority of you, the A80L is the best way to get into a Sony OLED because, let's be honest, Sony TVs are already at a premium. That is why the A80L is such a compelling choice right now. Now, let me throw in one exception because I know I've made it seem like buying the 2023 model is always the smarter choice, but there are rare exceptions. And I think the Bravia 9 versus the Sony X95L is one of those. The Bravia 9, or XR90, has a dramatically improved backlight system that's going to make a big difference to folks who want a very bright mini-LED TV that looks as close to one of Sony's OLEDs as a mini-LED TV can get. If it were me, I'd probably save my pennies or just wait to buy the Bravia 9 at this time next year if you have your heart set on Sony's best mini-LED TV. But if you were to ask me whether to buy the 2023 X95L or the new 2024 Bravia 7, I'd urge you to get the 2023 X95L all day. Since we're kind of moving through all the different brands, let's talk about Hisense now, where the decision may not seem so clear, at least on paper. The Hisense U8K versus the new Hisense U8N. Which one should you buy? At the 65-inch level, we're looking at about a $600 difference. And the U8N is both a measurably and visibly brighter mini-LED TV. I also think that the U8N has better processing this year, which helps folks watching a lot of YouTube or streaming live TV get a slightly cleaner picture. So I would say if you consider yourself a TV enthusiast and you're wanting the best performance you can get for the money, the U8N so far is looking like the better choice for enthusiasts. But if you aren't always on the bleeding edge of TV technology and you don't find yourself frustrated over a little posterization in dark areas on streaming contents, as most folks are not, the 2023 U8K is the smarter choice. It was an outstanding TV at its original price, and it is a slam dunk at its discounted price. Now, as for TCL, well, honestly, the decision here feels a little less clear or slam dunk to me. But that's because TCL kind of shifted its product line a little bit, where it looks like this year's QM7 series kind of looks a lot like last year's QM8 series. See, TCL's mini-LED implementation in the new 2024 QM7 models is probably going to match up well to how the QM8 performed last year. So I would consider looking at the price differences between a 2024 QM7 and a 2023 QM8 at various different sizes and see what you think. I have to be totally transparent here though. I have not reviewed the new TCL models fully yet, so I don't have quantifiable data on which might be the better pick yet. I can tell you that what I saw of the TCL QM7 was mighty impressive. But I can also say that I don't think many of you are going to go wrong with the 2023 QM8. That was another great TV for the money last year, and it's even lower now. Anyway, I hope this has been a big help to you all. All the TVs I mentioned in this video are linked down below at their best prices, and they are all TVs that I recommend. I think they're the smartest purchases in TV in general, and just smarter still by nature of their reduced prices. So I hope pointing out these specific models was of value to you. And I hope you are as thrilled as I expect you will be when you get your new 2023 TV home, especially if you're upgrading from a TV that is 4 years or older. You are in for a real treat. Thanks as always for watching, everyone. What's your take on 2023 versus 2024 TVs? Let's hear it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one, and until then, here's 2 other videos I think you might like. All right, that should do.
Yep.
Cut.